In my early teens, I used to watch Coronation Street when it was in black and white. Brilliant TV without the need of trams plummeting off a viaduct. And it was amazing. But I have to thank my English teacher, Chris Beddoes, the late Chris Beddoes, for introducing me to Dylan Thomas, who instilled a love of writing in me. This is called 1969 ANNO DYLANI. To begin at the beginning, he said, often supposed to be the best of starts, but my being sent to a technical school would likely stifle a love of the arts. No aptitude for wood or metal work, out of place when it came to surveying and geometrical machine drawing. Did Mum pick the wrong school? I'm just saying. I might have supposed that Mr. Beddoes was some kind of agent provocateur, but at our school boys had to learn German, couldn't do French until the 5th year. Working in a school run on old school rules, our new English teacher had an aura of being a bit of a rebel by hiding ties with the crewneck pullover. Producing his pièce de résistance. Who knew French could be so good? Handed us all out a slim volume with the dull title of Undermilk Wood. Written by a strange young man called Dylan. At least his first name sounded quite modern. More rabbits on Magic Roundabout with positively 4th Street still untrodden. Once open, this Pandora's book had me hooked line after line in syncopation, whereby shifting of the normal accent becomes the opposite definition. Who thought English could be so Welsh? Whoever thought it could be exciting? Whoever thought a 13-year-old boy could be enthralled by needlepoint writing? First voice when read by this young Englishman, okay, so he was no Richard Burton, immersed me deep in a sea of sounds which to this day I have never forgotten. The dialogue fizzed like life, like real life that I heard every day on the street, whether it was mine or Tony Warren's. Gossip never shy of the indiscreet, lovesick yearnings and marital disgust, filmic flitting from bedroom to kitchen, what'll the neighbours see, we hear it all, snide supposition, and downright bitchy. Like people I knew who lived around me, although the setting was South Walian, real folk, not like Lady Windermere's fan, the Winslow boy or Shaw's Pygmalion. Driven along by hearsay and rumour, innuendo expanded like ripples, most passing over this young teenage head, apart from Gossamer Bainham's nipples. But best of all was that it made us laugh, which till now in English had been lacking. Much jollity it had from each day until the time we had to hand the book back in. This kid, who only ever read comics, who thought pictureless books weren't any fun, went down to Gerard's bookshop in Nelson and bought Thomas's Miscellany 1. His play for voices extolled such a whole. The word clouds painting thousands of pictures made it the sacred text I would live by and be more revered than other scriptures. As an acolyte, I would not accept precedents set by the Christian Church. 40 days and nights spent on Donkey Down, all the while beating myself with a birch. But I so wanted to be Welsh back then. Perhaps my family tree branched a bit. Wasn't I born within spitting distance, a good black hawk of a coal mining pit? Progress to Welshness was somewhat stymied, until my passion was blessed with reward, a coach trip with Burnley's Central Motors to Snowdonia and Battersea Code. A hand-knitted blue Peter jumper marks the only photo of that long past time. I'm standing outside Carnarvon Castle in the investiture year 69. With money burning holes in his pockets, a young tourist is easily tempted. A keyring or plaque with your name on it, although Graham seemed always exempted. But with my mind set on much higher things than souvenir paraphernalia, I knew that trinkets would be no help in my deciphering of Dear Gwalia. But a comfort stop on the North Wales coast, not needed for a young bladder, is it? I found a gift shop in Colwyn Bay and made the most of a 10-minute visit. There I saw it, still got it, Igeria Durbach, the answer to my language conundrum. This little Welsh dictionary popped up and stopped English from seeming so humdrum. Deep red like a school-issue Gideon, superseding my common prayer book, which was blue and duller than canticles, and bought for classes I never once took. My book buying passion extended to those teach-yourself books in yellow and blue. I bought Icelandic and Russian as well. Found them too hard, didn't follow them through. I guess I was a tad disappointed the first time I ever heard Dylan's voice, speaking with received pronunciation. I guess the lad had been given no choice. Boys like me, who all thought we talked normal, lived in fear of being elocuted, where all our known words are taken away and every sentence commuted. Marvellously monikered Miss Mossop will provide us with the diction we lacked. Ragged rascals like us hid behind rocks rather than enter her house with the plaque. She could inflate the flattest of vowels, revive to the recommended pressure, give CPR and other consonants, just to twist a child's tongue at her leisure. But in a mill town back in the 60s, full of Lancastrian rites of passage, there was never going to be the means for a lad to be taught the Welsh language. I took comfort in learning one Welsh word, not for me, hi na Brian Kai, like posh folk, but Llanfire, Gwyn, Gich Gogari, Chweindrob, Chalantisilio Go Go Go.